Hello, air elements. Welcome to Time Wit T. This is your general reading. It is not time sensitive, so when you find this, if it resonates, it's for you. Got the earth and fire elements out last night. You can find them under videos on this page. Time Wit WIT, and then a T for T. I am T. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with starting with the Orisha deck to set the overall energy, and then we'll get into some oracles and then your tarot. I would like to say that this reading is general, may or may not resonate. The parts that do, follow, listen to your guidance, and most of all, your own intuition. Free will is always at play. So don't you do what you need to do for your life. This is guidance. What doesn't resonate, leave it for someone else. Okay? That's how this works in the general population. So I'm going to go ahead and get this deck energized and then we'll get going. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell. I usually do my lives on the Time Wit T Facebook page, but I'm going to start doing personal readings here on YouTube, so you'll want to follow in order and hit the bell in order to get notified of when I go live so that you can receive your own free personal reading. Okay? Let's go. Divine energy, divine source, divine truth. This is a general reading for the air elements of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is the Orisha deck. Show the air elements what they need to know. All praises to the Most High. It didn't flip, so I'm not going to take it. Let's try it again. Rewind this and see if you can see the cards. Obatala, this is the card that went to come out. And I did not take it. So I'm like, no, it didn't. It opened up, but it didn't flip. It wasn't pulled, right? Selected. And so on this second shuffle, Obatala came out anyways. This is amazing. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. So I am going to read from the Tarot of the Orishas. And he is in reverse. This is a master creator. Someone without limits, no bounds. And something's going on that we need to dig into. Could be a blockage. Could be related to your vision, what your focus is on. And we're going to figure it out together so that you can get on track, okay? In the reverse. Lack of self-assurance or faith in oneself. Your materialism is prevailing. Try to prevent this. Your protection is weak as a result of this situation. Impulsiveness and incoherence. You're meant to play an important role in society. You are relevant, powerful-minded, but troubled. Uneasiness of spirit. Try to avoid this situation. Inability for many are called and few chosen. This may apply to you or to anyone who has already made a consultation on any matter, lack of experience, egoism, and selfishness. Mm. So this is so wild. There is a message going through from many, many, many divine spiritualists, readers, diviners, um, and it's like what you can call a reckoning. So a lot of karma coming back. There are people who have sought someone out or attempted to, put some bad juju on someone, and now they're realizing that they actually messed with a chosen one, someone that is an earth angel, someone very loving and a caretaker of, our brethren, and they're starting to feel it. Some of them may be some of you air elements. I mean, it is an element full of individuals, right? Individual beings, just like the other elements. Someone has to be doing this stuff, right? So be aware that all elements are involved in this reckoning. If it doesn't matter what your element is, if anyone practice to do something unhealthy or malicious to someone else, spell work, word casting, anything like that, it is coming back to them. Some of your discomfort, some of your uneasiness and troubled mind, and um, feeling like you're not effective is more related to, again, self worth and being self assured. Um, some air elements watching are the practitioner, and you're realizing through karma what you've done, and you're afraid. And I feel that. I don't channel for low vibrational negative energy, but it's coming through. So I'm going to speak the message as divine source pushes it through. But there's nothing you can do about it, but go through the lesson. At any moment in your free will, you can decide to change your vibration and frequency to that of love. And some of you feel that it is out of reach for you, and I'm not speaking to the ones doing the work anymore. Some of you have wanted something for so long and it has not come through, or you feel like it hasn't, and you're frustrated and you think that this life is a lie, or you're just, your imagination is too broad. You're inserting these negatives into your process when really you still are not in alignment. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Something is still not connected or is amiss. Um, you produce what your self worth is. If you are egoism without action, if you are egoism without the cycle of reaping and sowing or charity, where is this egoism coming from? Not just because you were born into this life are you deserving of, amazing fruits, not just because um, you are a magnet to what you are. So, what you're producing is a reflection of something deep in you that you're hiding and you're not facing about yourself. Um, I'm going to get into the oracle message and then into the tarot. Stick around. there will be answers, there will be guidance. That aha moment, will be offered, but you have to be open to receive it. Okay? We're using the wisdom of the oracle for your oracle message. Co-create milk and honey. This is two parts to this. Again, there may be a partnering of or an alliance going on, and it is not positive. And there are these people that are these beings. I don't even like to call them, human. I call them entities because they're so far gone into spite and hate and jealousy that they're blinded. So it's like they don't have, there is no connection to self. Most High, all praises to the Most High. And they're energetically or they personally know each other teaming up against you. Another element had this reading. It might have been the earth element had this. I'm telling you, these messages are coming out like hot pancakes off the griddle, like steaming. It's just a trend right now. Um, and you are allowing this energy to defeat you somewhere within you and your strength of self-worth and your powerful mind. You are there. It's like they're not powerful, but because you haven't received something, they think that what they're doing is working, because financially things are you're affected, and they don't want your relationships or your finances to come together. I hear psyche or attack or something to do with some sort of mentalism where these people are so focused on you that um, you kind of, it's like a telepathy, and you can feel that exchange and you don't realize you're not conscious of the exchange. I can say that you can get to a point where you're very aware of mentalism and psychism when someone is trying to penetrate your personal space. Um, and this is what's going on. You not being in a state of self value is, and that lower vibrational, um, frustrated, depressed, weak feeling um, allows their conjuring or their spell work, their word work to impact the effects of how you feel currently. So it's amplified because whatever they're sending out is trying to contribute to your space. So it is very important for you to get out of this. It really is important for you to become conscious of this. They are not powerful. It's just because right now are weakened or you're not, there's something missing. Yin, feminine energy. To not for you. What this is saying is, the victim complex, the taking the victim role, and not being able to receive what you have worked on manifesting because it's in your time. You're putting this timeline together, um, because it hasn't happened. You're taking more of the I'm innocent, or I'm this, or I'm that, and there's no inner flexion. There's something missing here. There is clearly something missing, because if you are on the side of self empowered, if you are on the side of knowing, and I mean knowing who you are, your loving, your giving, your fierceness, your determination, your creativity, your charity, when you know yourself, then you know what's really this milk and honey. You know it's yours. Some of you have been living or boasting and feeding information to the wrong people about your goals or what you're aiming for, and it's coming to head. And some of you are the conjurer, you are the spell worker, the word worker, and some of you have put some bad stuff out there on some chosen ones. Remember, many are called, but few are chosen was a part of, Obatala in reverse, your Orisha card, and that is exactly what it means. Some of you, because of your own machinations, have created this situation for yourself. And I want, for those of you whom this resonates, don't click out. Sit with yourself and understand that what is for you is for you. If something has slipped between your hands, or if something wasn't afforded to you divinely, you have to ask yourself why. You can to want to do work, or to constantly look at someone with jealousy or envy or hate. Um, that means that they have something that you don't. But that also means that you're not investing in yourself. You have your own special gifts and talents. You should not be envious of someone else. Um, if it's related to they took your man or they took your woman, something that is yours cannot be taken. They took my invention or my job, whatever it is. Did you secure yourself? Did you trust too much? Like, you are accountable for your outcomes, completely accountable. And this is going to anger some dark entities, but you have no power over me. Divine Source wants you to know, cease and desist. This is true message. Go play with somebody else. This is not the place. I am not the person. I am not. Then fold back. So either listen or click out. I don't even do these type of messages. I sit with divine source, divine truth, divine energy, and I say I will not read for anything narcissistic, negative, low vibrational. But the way this message is coming out, it's so gentle. It's like an opportunity to change. It's offering you an opportunity to see light. And for those of you who are stuck, to fight back, to fight back. All right, let me get into your tarot. The Universal Tarot. Okay. are the key players in this situation? I need more detail. I really need more detail. Let's give the air elements more detail. All praises to the Most High. This was here. So there's real news and there's good news. Starting off, the Hierophant is here. Very powerful. That's that chosen one card. Some of you are distracted by materialism and you don't understand that once you start to work in your purpose, once you pick up the baton and you accept that there are some things that you need to clean up about your life. Some of it is diet. Some of it is healing the gut so that your mind can operate functioning. Powerful minded came out in Obatala. The Hierophant is here, which is a lot of intuition. Could be a psychic, a medium, someone with really, really strong gifts and connection, like conscious connection to divine. And you're so focused on this earthly plane that you're missing your calling, and you haven't received what you were looking for because you have not fulfilled certain parts of your soul contract. And you may not know this, but you've set up these wake up calls, these alarms, so that you will come into truth, because the divine inheritance outweighs, supersedes what you could have dreamed up in your own personal imagination. You're who you are, and you're covering the protection, the stability that comes in. You can't even imagine it. You are supposed to be financially stable, doing divine work. It is yours. People are afraid of that truth. And a lot of people who are afraid of it, it's because they're recycling this broke energy. And so, like, I don't charge for this. You can charge if you want to. But if you look at the life of someone who this is what they do as their purpose, not as their finance and work, look at their financial position versus someone who does this. I don't remember what I just said. Help me, divine. Who does this as their purpose, and then versus the one who does it as their job. There is a huge, huge gap financially. There is the broken struggle isn't there for the earth angel working to bless everyone with their purpose or with a message and enlightenment and message, period. So, you're stuck in lack because you've gotten caught up in materialism in a frantic way of what you need, what you want, using people, hating people for having more, thinking they're better than you, just some weird, not balanced mentalism. Addiction is here. Some of you have addictive personalities. Some have genuine addictions, addiction to toxicity. Some of you are addicted to people that you need to release. And that could be, y'all could be like, I'm not putting no, spell on nobody. I'm not doing any work. But if you are so caught up in someone and a cycle with someone, and it is unhealthy, and they don't want it anymore, and then you say you don't want it anymore, and then there's a coming back together for a day or two, and then there's this the breakups are so toxic, that it's like a swarm of darks, just mud and sludge and binding energy. And that is what you all want to own. You want to own someone. Some of you feel like you own someone. Go watch the water elements on my Facebook page for last week. I believe the water elements had people trying to, they felt like they were their property, basically. Like, you'll never be without me. And that is the opposite of love. Love is the frequency. That is what you're here to vibrate at. To love is to set things free that want to be free. Surrender is here, and get to work on yourself. Um, there's someone very wise, someone with some information, someone kind of like this here. They're going to be talking with you, but it really is deeper than that. Um, it's like they're speaking in code. It really is going to feel like just a regular conversation. But what they say, because the high priestess is here, to the Six of Swords, to the Strength card, what they're saying is, you remember in the movie The Matrix when Neo was on his computer and then he went to sleep and then someone knocked on the door and they were like, "You want to go out?" And he was like, "No," and then the lady turned to the side and she showed the white rabbit on her shoulder. It's kind of cryptic like that. It is encoded what this person is saying. You're going to have to really listen to them. Um, this person is going to take their time. They're going to give you time. You're going to know it's for your best interest. You really need to heed the message that they're saying to you. Whatever they are speaking, eat it like fruit, like sustenance. They're coming with wisdom to you, and the message is the direction and the steps you need to go through. It could be their own personal testimony, but they are going to come in and guide you. It's a divine being. Some of you have gotten so lost that it is going to take a divine being. They're called walk-ins, and walking into someone and just to deliver this message to you. Interdimensional being, because you're not even hearing and receiving the downloads. Lots of egoism, um, lots of selfishness going on. And I feel a lot of disapproval in this channeling, and it's okay. It's okay. All messages don't come through this way, but this one is for the air elements. And so, truth is truth, and everyone isn't the same, but some would love to know the truth. Some would love to have the mirror placed in front of them so that they could fix themselves. But there are some people attacking literal earth angels. And angels are angels, really, but I'm using terms that Source is using to relate to, you that will view it. But um, earth blessings, chosen ones, or just because you think they have a pizzazz or something that you don't possess. When you possess with the one, it is all connected. You have to want to focus deep enough within self to possess it. But someone's going to come in with some jewels for you. They're going to drop some jewels on you. And Source is saying it's time for you to really strengthen yourself. It's time for you to really raise yourself up energetically. And you do have the ability to do that. Some of you need to slow down and abstain from sex. You need to slow all the way down. Sex, drug, and alcohol. Some of you interpret sex as love, and love is love. Love is love. Um, can love be shared during sex? Of course, but sex is not love. That feeling, that euphoria and intimacy, that is not love. It's an energetic exchange, and it is a physical feeling. If both parties are not love, love is not toxic, love is not disease, love is not binding, love is not drama, love is not hate and jealousy, love is love. When you can be with someone and you see that you've grown apart and they are headed in another direction through your pain, if through talking and communicating, you come to the realization that your story and time together has come to a close. When you can bless that person and focus on who is divinely connected to you and who your person is, and allow that karmic or that soulmate to move on into their path in life, that is love. That is love. To bind yourself to someone that you see is trying to get away or push away, or if it's you, that is not love. Love is love. Love is farewell, friend. Farewell, lover. Emotional immaturity brings sadness. You haven't received this mutual relationship. You haven't received respect. There's a lack of respect. And that's because there's some emotional immaturity here. And then the flip side of that, someone wants to come in and make an offer, but it's very, they're just not experienced in life. And it, they just see you as sad. It could be your child, your children are saying, hey, I'm here, focus on me. And because you're so caught up in the past or caught up in what was or what you want or what you didn't get, you're missing your child or children saying, hey, I'm here. I love you. I'll hug you. I don't want you to hurt. I'll be your best friend for now. You're missing this offer from your children. You're missing your focus on them. So how can you sow something connected with someone outside of yourself? How can that love story come together when love is being neglected and withheld from your seed, your children? You are attracting what you are. Some are neglecting to see their children, watching them unfold, and are ignoring this. and they see you begging for love outside of you when they're sitting there like, I am you, I love you, let me love you. And so things are slow to come in for you. And the King of Swords is here, and that is the truth. King of Pentacles to Judgment. You are meant to be stable, and that stability is going to come once you set yourself free. Free from these binds, negative thoughts, addictions. There is no condemnation here. There is only karma. You are only bringing in what you put out. Understand that. Some of you feel you're being punished or something's being withheld from you when you hold all the power. Look at this power in reverse. Obatala. All elements at Obatala's disposal in reverse. You are what's missing. There is nothing outside of you required to bring this in. Your stability comes when you set yourself free. I feel this message as well. It's just more, it's not a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Um, no, it's reality. I keep hearing the word metaphor. Maybe a metaphor will come through, but you know how we set a plan to do something on a time sensitive um, timeline. Like we have a deadline for it. And then we decide, oh, that's a little too much. This is faster. This is quicker. I'm going to go this way, you know. And then when we reach the deadline date that we set for the first goal or the first plan, we look and say, oh my God, today is the day I would have completed this or achieved this. And I didn't do anything. And you look and you're like, what did I do with my time? I could have fit this in on my timeline. I could have achieved this. I would be done today, like that regrets. Um, don't continue that cycle. Don't continue that cycle. Don't be a sheep lost and wandering, unable to feed yourself, unable to know how to protect yourself, unable to care for yourself, waiting for someone else to do it. Be Obatala, be the shepherd. Command things, make things through your character and integrity. Make them happen. The shepherd is responsible. The shepherd is caring. The shepherd is the life to the sheep. The shepherd does not go without either. Never give up. Look within. Strengthen yourself. Build yourself up. Forgive yourself. A lot of you have an issue with your gut that keeps coming up to. All praises to the Most High. I had to say that. That channeling was perfect. Just as it was said or shown, just let it flow. Um, some of you do not understand the importance. You want to start taking steps. You are like, okay, where do I start on this? How do I protect myself? How do I, strengthen myself? How do I empower myself? Through your gut. You have to heal. Um, there are so many things connected. Your solar plexus is where fear lives. Um, and and it is in your abdomen. It's time to heal your gut. You have a brain in your gut, neurons and all your cells come in there, everything carries the nutrients out from your gut. If it is unhealthy, and this is not about a certain, you know, um, group of or lifestyle, like you got to be vegan, it's not that. Divine will send you the guidance on what for your body needs to be done, your avatar, what needs to be done. So, listen to that. But I would begin the messages. Divine is saying with a fast, a 24-hour fast to start, water fast or fruit fast, and then 2 days or 3 days. But then transition into whatever your guidance is. Mine was for like 5 months, smoothies only and water, and I would have a solid meal like twice a week, once a week, but it felt so good. It felt so good. I was guided to the right supplements, to incorporate in this fast as months went on for nutritional value. But sources saying start with your gut. A lot of your mentalism, a lot of your um, mental health is affected by your diet. And y'all know that they be playing with our food, and it is time for you to become conscious of that. Okay? Let me get you some earth magic. Oh, no, no, no. No. Let me get you your Sybil's cards. Get a pen and paper. Get your pen and paper. These are directions that you will get. This is going to ask you some questions and it's going to tell you some actions to take. It's screaming at me, so I'm going to take it. I need a copper one. I need red. Three reds. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Get your pen and paper. Gratitude, complexity, actions, defense, speed, abandonment, synthesis. Well, this is going to be intense. Some of y'all might feel emotional with these Sybil's cards. But I hope you have your pen and paper. If not, go ahead and like the video so you can go back to it when you're ready. If you're busy right now, so that you can write down these questions. That this is your assignment. Okay, gratitude. This card is your um, core issue, so the fundamental issue, and gratitude is here. Appreciation is greater than salt. There's the metaphor. But um, the words thank you feel great to hear, but only when the spirit of what? Genuine gratitude is present. When someone smiles while communicating their gratitude, it makes us want to do more for that person. If we know this to be absolutely true in everyday situations, then this general principle, I can't see y'all, must also be applied metaphysically. Being conscious of the maxim, as above, so below. This whole reading has been about what you're attracting into your life. Write these down. Here are your questions to consider. Um, Asking you to stop and consider the following questions related to your situation or questions. Do you really appreciate what you already have? Question mark. Are you taking advantage of someone else's generosity? Question mark. Are you permitting someone to take advantage of you? Question mark. Do you do for others what you want them to do for you? Question mark. How can you show more gratitude? Question mark. Are you mindful of ungrateful, indifferent, or apathetic speech behavior that may be aggravating the problem? Question mark. Do you feel you are entitled to more just because and not because you earned it? Question mark. I told you this deck don't play no games. And now we're going to get into projection. You have complexity for your projection card. Omens are the stars in our night sky. Blessed are the times when we plan to invest our time and energy into something or someone, and we get blatant red flags early in the game to stop and change direction. Unfortunately, some of us fail to see the blessings when this happens. Honor your truth by protecting it from all that would attack it, including yourself. Whoa. This is the same as the beginning of the reading when Divine Source told you that you have weakened yourself. So your energy is like a signal and connecting to these people that want you to fail and that speak or do spell work or word, spells on you. Or if you're doing it on others, you're suppressing. You're your own enemy. And when you love yourself, you can't mix yourself with that type of low vibration. You just wouldn't. So it's time to become conscious. It's time to raise your defenses up. It's time to dig in. You are beautiful, but it means nothing if someone else is telling you, if inside you don't know it and you're not producing the fruit of it. That fruit isn't there because you aren't living in yourself, in self worth, self knowledge, self empowerment. Seed. The time of pondering what is to be done has passed. It is time to act on what you know. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a great reckoning going on, and you don't want to be a part of that low vibrational karma. Let it go. Say goodbye. This is not worth your energy. That's abandonment. And let's get to your oracle card that came out. Not for you. Something is not for you, and you're trying to control it and hold it hostage. And so you're just reaping this situation is not easing up, it's not changing or transitioning into something positive because you are holding on to something that's not yours. And it's free whether you want to accept it or not. You can try to hold on, as you may, but whatever it is free. You're just hurting yourself. You're binding yourself because you're using a binding mentality. You see how that works? You're trying to bind someone to you, so you're in essence binding yourself. That karma synthesis. Decide to put together every element of what you know regarding this issue. Write it down. Include all facts, hunches, and insights. Exclude nothing. Take action as soon as the picture comes into focus. There you go. I'm going to move into your earth angel, earth magic, and then your numerology. And then our time is done. There's something in relation, though, to air element and water element. It is very clear. It might even be earth element connection. All right. Someone may need to let a water element go. Rebirth. And then you celebrate life again. Then you receive what you know is yours. Rebirth. Celebration. Reflection. You're going through a definitely reflection. This is karmic. You're going through karma right now, which it's not a punishment. It's self-created. At any moment you're tired of it, you can go back and look at your Sybil's cards and your instructions on how to move forward, and you can work your way out of that. You can shift that energy and shift yourself out of it. So it is not a punishment. You're punishing yourself. What did it say on defense? You are your own enemy. Completion. Full moon. Something about the full moon energy and releasing all of this. You need to focus on. It looks like it's rebuilding the family roots, the trees, your foundation. And some of you don't think you have the time or the focus or the energy, and you really need to get to work on your gut, get to healing yourself. It's time out. You're in a timeout. This is a karmic season, moderation. It's time for you to not want things instantly, this instant gratification. It's time for you to slow down so you can get it instantly once you get balanced. It's time to show compassion to others. These thoughts and spitefulness or jealousy or, these tantrums are what you want right now, whether you've earned it or not. It's time to stop. Show compassion to yourself as well for when you didn't know how you was behaving, and adjust. That's it. Um, love partnership is here, but once you've completed your karma, you are being called to empower yourself. You are being called to elevate, to expand, and it's going to stay heavy until you wake up to what you came here for, to your divinity, to oneness, to the collective, to Most High. Like, it's all of this hard time, all of this cycle is to wake you up, to get you tired of it. So you'll say, okay, finally, let me do something else. Let me truly see. And then there you go. But love partnership. Love is love. Love is not toxic. Love is not binding. Love is not jealous. All of those things are low vibrational. Love is love. A love partnership is here for you when you complete your karma. And stop creating new karma. Okay? Can you do that? I'm hoping that this is a reading. This is what a reading is. Sometimes, it's light and fluffy. Sometimes it's in your face. Um, I would rather know where I'm messing up at so I can make corrections. So that's why I just deliver it. I'm not here to please anyone. I'm just here to operate in truth. So if this message resonated, um, hit the like or subscribe. And again, I will be doing personals from my YouTube channel. So hit the bell so you can get notified when I go live. All right. I love you all. You got this. Peace.